Hey guys, SonOfAPluto here, and today I'm going to be telling y'all a story. This one will not be took down this time like the last one. If y'all don't know, I actually got a community guideline strike, and it was my first one. I had a warning before, like years ago, and then they gave me another strike, like last month or two ago for a video that was a few months old, and then I got another one over a trolling video or something that I did. Supposedly it was too far. But anyway, I'm going to be going over a story that is pretty fine. It's pretty clean. I got to leave out names and stuff because I don't really know the people that ended up getting to the fight here. But also, I hope y'all enjoyed the Call of Duty background. I don't know if I'm playing Black Ops 1, 2, or Modern Warfare 3 or Modern Warfare 2 at the moment for the background footage. It's just basically whatever. Call of Duty and just Xbox as well just did some overtime and just did a huge update where all the CODs are fixed and so are the servers. It really revived them all. I think it was like 12 a.m. and like 4, 5, maybe 6, 7,000 people were playing Black Ops 1. Some more were playing Black Ops 2, and I'm about to play some Modern Warfare 3 after telling this story. But to go on, let's get to the actual story. I'm going to try to do this in one take. So, if y'all saw my Instagram story, which make sure to go follow me on there, by the way, you'll get to see a bit more of my life and stuff and what I'm up to. Y'all will know where I'm at whenever this fight happened. So, yeah, if you just viewed my Instagram story that day, you'll know where this fight happened. Now, there's a lot of times where, people will beef at basketball games and stuff, and there's a lot of times where, people get mad because, like, fouls and stuff, and people beef. Well, what ends up happening is, we are I just sat there. I was watching my friends. Play basketball, and they were doing this type of tournament thing at this just community center of sorts, where a bunch of games were playing at once. And I was watching them, and for a while it was all fine. It was all clear. I think we were a game or two in, and then we get to this one team. I don't really know anything about the other team or where they're from. Sometimes it's a mix of different schools and stuff. But, so basically, what ends up happening is, I think we're like basically getting really dominated. My friends were tired. They already played a few games. We were getting dominated a bit. And, that causes parents to get rowdy and some other people. So, while I was watching the game, there's parents around me. There was just basically parents around me, and there was also this group of kids. Now, I don't know how to explain these guys. It was a group of guys and girls, but I'm just gonna describe them as hoodlums. One of these guys had their pants sagging so bad that, like, I'm pretty sure like an inch, like just literally 1 inch lower, he sagged them, and you would have saw his legs from the underwear that he was wearing. I actually remember the underwear. It was like literally light blue, and I don't know if it had any designs on it, but that's what I basically remember about him. But to go on, these kids were a little rowdy, and they also were a little loud, and for whatever reason were just smack talking. Now, I don't know who exactly they were smack talking. They could have been smack talking my team or the others, which I'm pretty sure they were smack talking my team. And I think during this time as well, our team was getting hated because, we're getting dominated a bit. They're not having fun anymore. They're tired. They're annoyed. They just kind of want it to be over with. So, yeah, the game's going on, and these kids are loud. Like, I can hear them talking trash and stuff. And so can the parents around me that I guess are parents of the people that are on my friend's team, because I didn't know everyone. I didn't know everyone that was playing there, really. And so, basically, what ends up happening is these parents and these kids get so rowdy that this parent, or these two parents decide to, I guess they're about to leave. They're about to go outside. And I forget what happens. I don't really know exactly what was said because I missed like the first of the conversation. Then after that, I started listening. So at some point, whenever the parents are going to leave, someone says something to the other. I don't know who says something first, but out of nowhere I hear, "No, because you're being childish. Okay, move on," like stuff like that. Like the kids I was talking about, I'm going to try to describe them as least as possible because for whatever reason, they like to just shoot down the videos that I try to describe people in. I don't think I went too far in my last one, but anyway. So basically, they're basically talking smack to these parents. So like, yeah, move on. You ain't gonna do nothing and all that. It's a group of guys and girls, by the way. I don't know how many. It was like a whole group, and they. Oh, by the way, like these kids were like this. It was mainly this one kid, from what I remember. This one kid was like the loudest. He also he was talking a lot for the way that he looked. I'm just gonna say that. And he was like, like doing like movements and stuff, like a bunch of stuff just to basically rile up the team. And in the end, the parents and the kids start arguing a little bit. And they're a few feet away from each other. Like there's like a whole bleacher, like a small little bleacher that you find at these centers. It's probably like maybe 6 feet wide, with some seats on it. They are arguing, and slowly it gets worse and worse and louder. It's basically this one parent, because okay, I'm just gonna be honest. It was one of the moms. And then basically it was the mom being the loudest, and then it was the mom versus the whole group of kids. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's the mom versus the whole group of kids, and they just are slowly getting louder and louder. These kids are getting disrespectful. I don't remember exactly all what was said, but like, dude, they were just getting loud. They're basically telling her to go, like, get on scram, and the mom's like, y'all being rude. Y'all need to be chilling out and all that. Y'all don't need to be acting like that. And somehow, out of nowhere, they start getting close to each other. And I don't know who swung first, but someone swung first. It was kind of like one of them women fights, I think. It was a little bit of pulling hair, and then also was a bit of... There was some swing that happened. Like, from what I remember, the dad got it the worst. The dad literally got flipping, like... He was, like, trying to, like, break up the fight because they ended up getting on the ground. He tried to break up the fight and ended up just getting flipping, like slung off of everyone for it. Yeah, so I'm looking back right now. I'm trying to think of it. That's what I'm trying. And, dude, it was so funny because, okay, so they got on the ground, and it's kind of just a hair-pulling contest. There was some swings being thrown and stuff, like, before this. But, basically, once they get to the ground, they're, like, grabbing each other's hair. There's not much going on. And the dad is trying to pull, like, the girl off, I guess. He's just trying to break it up. He's not really trying to target anyone, but he's just trying to break it up. Then a whole group of kids from the basketball team, from the other team, or just, like, one or two, literally sling the dad off. And in the middle of the people trying to break up the fight, you hear this one kid say, which I'm pretty sure it's the girlfriend, I'm pretty sure. Or the boyfriend of the girl, I'm pretty sure. And he just yells, "Get off of her! Get off of her!" Like, it was so funny to me. I wonder if I have the audio of that. Get off my girl! Like, it was insane. I don't have any of the footage anyway. I just played a sound effect there. And literally, like, they slung this dad off. I'm pretty sure he actually hit his head on the ground real hard. And... yeah, the one guy, like, the boyfriend's, like, freaking out for whatever reason, trying to break it up. The mom, like, went ham. I'm not going to lie. The mom was doing good. And I'm just kind of standing on top of the bleachers. I'm just sitting there. I'm just trying to watch because I'm, like, so interested. Both teams end up coming together to try to break this up. It wasn't really – it was just it was the group of kids versus the, like, parents. And that was it. Like, I don't think it really had anything to do with our teams. And from what I remember, they weren't really heated. I was a little angry because, like, I was, like, watching the game where, like, we were losing. I wasn't, like, mad or saying anything, though. But, yeah, it was just an insane moment. And literally, like, they finally, like, break it up for the most part. There's still, like, words being thrown. And one of my friend that plays, I was, like, trying to make sure that I didn't get any close to him. But what ends up happening is the fight gets separated, and this kid, the kid I was talking about before that was sagging his pants, he had a backpack on, and he was, like, threatening that he had a gun in that backpack, I think. And the thing is that kid didn't really get punished. Because I don't know what really happened. No one got punished. No charges were being pressed or anything. nothing really came out of this legally or basically rule wise. Like, no one was really kicked out. I think maybe the group of girls, because I don't remember really seeing them after this. But the kid that I was talking about before that was sagging his pants, he was the one that really started it. He was the one that really like elevated it to the most. And he ends up like, he basically goes to the front of the center, kind of just sits around for a little bit while the cops are coming and the security's being talked to, because I'm pretty sure the security talked to like the parents and also talked to maybe a little bit of the kids. Like it was the security, and it was also the owner or like someone that manages it. And they ended up talking for a little bit, and nothing really came out of this. But like the kid came back, and like he was like, he's one of the people like, oh my dad, grandma, oh my dad this, oh my dad that. And then also like said that he had a gun, he's gonna like air this hoe out, and like it's not that serious. That's the thing, is that it's really not that serious. I know I've been talking for a minute, but like I don't know. I just thought those were really interesting. I do have another funny moments video coming out soon. I just kind of wanted to upload this. I've been meaning to talk about this for a minute now. But yeah, nothing legally happened. We all ended up going to McDonald's afterwards and just eating. Not with those kids, by the way. Just the team and I. We all went and like ate and all that. But literally there was no issues because like between the teams, and you knew this because the game had to be ended early after the fight. The game was ended off early. I guess you can kind of count it as a no contest, and if we did, then I'm pretty sure we won all of our games that day. But yeah, the game got ended early because of that fight. And then after, or like during like the security and all that being around, we go to the bathroom, and there's a bunch of there's like a member or two of the other team vaping in the bathroom and then my friends come in, they're like, oh, let me hit, bro. Like literally it was no beef between the players at all. It was literally just these two randoms. Well, the parents weren't randoms, but like, just I don't know what the kid was bugging for. I really don't understand. Like, he just wanted to start something that day. He wanted to cause havoc, I guess. But yeah, that's kind of basically the story. Two people fought. It was a parent versus a kid. That dad, by the way, I don't know if I said this already, but that dad literally comes in after being like slung off them and just gets some good punches in the ribs and like the stomach. It was insane. I don't know who he was punching, but yeah. Basically, if you're ever in a situation like this, make sure to record it. I sadly did not have, I didn't record any of it, but it was pretty fun, and like we were nonstop talking about that afterwards. But yeah, I think I've seen those kids before, but hopefully they're never at like an actual game, because if they're at like an actual high school game, holy flip, that'd be so dangerous. Because there's a lot of like people like me that get heated in those games. But yeah, it's ended off. It was a pretty interesting time, pretty interesting story. I hope you all enjoyed. I know I talked a lot and probably repeated myself and was a little off track, but hopefully it all connects together and you understood it. Make sure to like and subscribe and all that stuff. Make sure to follow my Instagram, see where I'm at, and maybe get a gist of what happened in these stories. Just an insane night. And yeah, thank y'all for watching. I will see y'all next time, and peace.